I know we're at Aquadango right now, but I'm ready for a rant, and I can't take this. Okay, so I was scrolling down on Facebook. Hopefully he isn't. Yeah, you got me. Scrolling down on Facebook, and I'm going down and reading the stuff. Okay, I'm reading all the crap that we have to do, and like just doing the thing on Facebook like everyone else does. Just going on reading, throwing comments in, status and things when they feel like status and things. I see a lot of this. I go down and I see one thing. Oh, I hate this town. Blah blah blah. Oh, I see one thing. Oh, I hate how everyone's treating me. Oh, okay. So I go to the next thing. Oh, I hate how everyone's doing this and blah blah blah. Basically, everyone's complaining about everyone else having problems. Okay, first of all, shut up and stop complaining about how everyone else wants to do this stuff. Okay, if you think that this person is annoying and this person or all these people are telling you things that you don't want to hear, then stop listening to them and leave. Okay? If you think where you live is ridiculously annoying because people there annoy you, leave. If you can't leave, stop fucking complaining. If you don't do everything in your power to leave, stop complaining. You have to deal with it. Everyone on this earth has to do things that they don't want to do. And one of them is a lot of times you don't get to choose where you live. That's not your fault. I understand. That's not your fault. You didn't choose to live in this place. You didn't get to choose to live in Indiana. You didn't get to choose to live in California. You didn't get to live in China. You didn't get to live. You don't get to choose to live in Texas or all those other places. You don't get to choose that. I understand, but you know what? If you sit there and complain about where you do live over the fact of being a little bit of positive and just dealing with the fact that you live somewhere and you can't change that until you get a little older, when you're older, get the fuck out. Okay? I'm tired of this. I know I sound really negative right now, and some of these rants might lose people that view my stuff. But this is serious stuff right now. I get seriously ticked off when I see people sit there and complain about everything around them, complain about everything else in their life, and they're not doing something about it. Why don't you stop complaining and use the energy you use to complain to do something positive? Like, I don't know, I hate how I have to live in this crappy freaking town as well, but you know what I'm going to do about it? I'm going to stop complaining and deal with it. I'm going to understand that, you know what? I just have to grow the crap up. When I get older, right now I'm 16 years old, I'm growing up, for 2 more years I get to pick a place to go and go there. I can walk, I can drive, I have a driver's license, I get to pick where I get to start my life. I don't get to choose where I live it in the beginning, where I start my life. Well, I don't get to choose my birthplace. I don't get to choose my first 18 years. I don't get to choose that. But you know what? I get to choose the rest of my life. And I don't care, really, if people sit there and tell me I'm stupid because I dream like this. Because you know what? This is how it is. It's either you sit there and complain about it, or you do something about it. Those are two options. Too many people complain about it. Too many people just sit there and say, oh, everyone sucks, and nobody understands me, and blah, blah, blah. Well, people don't understand you because you're not making a good enough statement. Just because you think it's a good enough statement doesn't mean everyone else thinks it's a good enough statement. You need to make your point across to people by having conversation with them. And even if you have a conversation with them, that's not 100% going to work because some people don't give a crap. Some people are cold-hearted, but you know what? You need to stop complaining about them and not have anything to do with them. I understand school. You also don't get to pick where to go to school. A lot of times you don't get to pick where to go to school. You don't get to pick who you're around every day. You don't get to pick who you work with. You don't get to pick who you go to school with. You don't get to pick who you have to live with. Sometimes you don't get to pick where you live. Sometimes you don't get to pick what college you go to. But when you're into college, you still don't get to pick what people you're in class with. You don't get to pick that. Just because it's really similar doesn't mean you pick that. It's a bigger spectrum than what I'm able to comprehend here. But you guys are able to manipulate into what it actually means. So, I don't like living here because there's a lot of people that are very negative and there's a lot of people that complain about this. I'm just getting this out of my system so I can continue going through life. I'm sitting here being really hypocritical. I feel like it. I'm not sure if I am. Sitting here telling I'm tired of people complaining. I'm complaining about people complaining. I'm stating the fact that everyone here complains and nobody does anything about it. Now, standing up and yelling in someone's face is not going to get the point across, probably going to antagonize them and get them to do something else, just like in the last rant I had. But it's not going to do anything if you get up and scream at someone's face. It's not going to do anything, okay? What you need to do is you need to stop complaining about where you live, like I said just a second ago, and do something about that. Now, I keep on saying this over and over again, and you're probably like, okay, well, if, Mr. Smart Guy, if you know everything about fixing your problems, how about you tell me how to do this? How do I fix where I live? Okay, one thing is first, talk to your parents about it. Talk to your parents and tell your parents, and maybe they can do something about it. Lots of people that complain about everything don't talk to the parents. Either because, one, they can't, or two, they just don't want to because they're not stupid, because they want to be arrogant, and they want to be, not arrogant, they want to be difficult. There we go. I want to say difficult for right now. They want to be difficult, they want to be tough with you. They don't want to exactly do it. They want to sit there and complain about it instead of trying to make a solution. So first of all, talk to your parents. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to tell your parents, oh, these people in my life are being complete bungholes, and they need to get out of my life, and I need something to do. I need to find out how to do with that. If that doesn't work, you need to talk to a advisor or something like that. So if you're in a job, talk to the job people. A lot of times in the jobs, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. You can just quit the job and go find another job. If it's that bad, where you can't cope with it, to where you can't go ahead, deal with it, and get a paycheck, I have no thing where you just quit the dang job and go find a new one. If you like your job, quit the job, then go to another state that has the same company or whatever, and then work there. So yeah. Next thing is, if that doesn't work, let's go to the school. Okay, there's plenty of people in your school you could probably talk to. There are any teacher you could talk to, the principal you could talk to, the vice principal you could talk to, the dean, any type of serious authority, you can talk to them. The police officer guy we have up there, if you want to talk to him, you can go ahead and talk to him if you want. I don't know how many schools have a police officer at them. Probably a lot if you're in Chicago, but you know, I'm not the judge of that. But still, talk to people. You need to talk to people before you start complaining about things, because if you're not talking to people, and if you are too chicken or scared or whatever, if you're too nervous to talk to people, then stop complaining and deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it in a healthier way like this, and you're going to go do things like complain about things, yell in people's faces, beat people up, then stop complaining. Because it gets really annoying when people complain about things that they can easily fix. You have brother, sister. If you're like the most unfortunate person in the world, where your parents are dead and your brothers are all adopted off somewhere, and you're all by yourself, and you're living in an adoption home or whatever, or you're living in the middle of the street and you don't go to school, you can call the fucking police, search the fucking ground for 75 cents, call the damn police, and tell them that you want to talk to somebody. Tell them that you need help. Go to the damn hospital. There's plenty of people. There's secretaries you can talk to. You could walk into any freaking place and talk to someone, okay? Even if they reject you, you could just keep on asking people for help. Not everyone here is an asshole. There's lots of people here I could literally walk up and ask them if I can talk to them. And I bet you I'll get a, response. My dad is one of these types of guys where he'll literally talk to anyone. He doesn't care who it is. And my dad isn't intimidating at all. My dad doesn't even look charming in the fact that he has half a beard like a caveman stubble. And he talks to everyone anyways, just by saying hi. So many people just say hi back. So many people look at him and say, so many people say, oh, that guy's a creep. But you know what? There's a lot of other people that say hi to him as well. He waves at everyone because, when you wave at someone that's having a bad day, it might save their fucking life. So, in that case of matter, my dad, and if you want, we're going to go into this. Oh, your dad is an adult and he has authority, so people talk to him anyways, and they don't treat us kids like adults. You know what? There's a lot of other kids that have the same fucking problems, and you can go ahead and talk to them as well. You can talk to them, and if you're not religious and you can't go into a religious group, you can still go to a different type of thing, like a game convention or something like that, and you can talk to people there. Number one thing you do is talk to people. If you don't talk to people, you don't get anything done. And if you can't talk to people, you gotta do the next step. And the next step is physically doing things just to help your situation. Now, if you are that kid that lives under in a box, and you probably don't go to school, and you probably don't have anyone to talk, you don't have any serious issues when it comes to that to talk to you. But if you do have a family, but they don't want to talk to you, and you do have a few other people that you can talk to, but they don't really want to talk to you, and you go to a school and there's a lot of people there you don't like, you could physically make a physical statement. And this is only if the police don't talk to you, and which, in that case, they will talk to you. Go ahead and walk outside, stand out in the middle of the street, and wait for a car to drive up, because not in this town, not naturally, if you want to test this, hold on. We're going back to that statement. If you want to test this, you can go ahead and, if you think your place is horrible, okay, and you think this is the worst place ever, this is not a suicide attempt. I'm not telling you guys to make suicide. Go outside and stand out in the middle of the street. I'm not telling you to stand there and get hit by a car. I'm telling you to stand there and wait for a car to drive up. Because cars don't run you over. People aren't that heartless. I bet you I could do that. I will do that eventually. I will make myself a video of me standing out in the middle of the street and I won't get hit by a car. I've done it like 8 times in my life and I've never got hit by a car. I got really close. Because I ran out in front of the car and I didn't even know I was there. They literally tried to save my life. Regardless if it was because they didn't want a lawsuit or not, they saved my life because they slammed on the brakes and damaged the car a little bit so that I wouldn't get killed. Okay? And I'm not charming, obviously. I have glasses, I have nerd glasses, and I sound like an idiot half the time. Lots of people want me dead, but you know what? That one person that didn't even know me had no qualms and did not kill me because they had total power to run my ass over and kill me. You know, I'm really glad that all 5 people decided to stop. Because you know what? Even if I was dead, lots of people would care. Because you know what? There's people that don't know, you don't know, care about you. Friends, they care about you. Depending on, you know, when people don't understand sometimes with friends, I don't understand exactly why, but this just happens. It's like laws of gravity. It just happens. We don't know how to explain them. Friends care about you regardless of if they leave. That's crazy. Friends care about you regardless of if they leave you for something else. Something else that they may think is important at the time or something like that. Because people leaving, loss is something that you have to deal with in life. And if you want to sit there and complain about it, that's a whole other segment, and I'll get to that later, possibly. But loss is something we have to deal with. And so if they go ahead and they leave you because they have to do something else, they always come back. No matter what. If you die, they're at your funeral. If you're going through serious problems and you're literally, you know, proven that everyone, all the friends that you used to have that were used to be your best friends, a lot of times they'll remember things you guys used to do, regardless of if they show that they remember or not. They'll probably remember, oh, we had fun times when we were a kid, but that was when we were a kid and now they hate me. It's probably what they think, because you literally showed that you don't like them anymore by posting all over Facebook that you hate people because your friends are deceiving you or leaving you. That's not how you make friends. That's not how you get friends back. Regardless of how much you've tried. You've never tried enough until the job is done. When the job is done, that's mean you've tried enough. Okay, I'm sick and tired of people complaining. I hear complaining about how much is complaint. That's how much complaint is here. Even I'm complaining about it. It's a complaint about a complaint. That's a whole lot of complaint. Alright? So I just want you guys to just remember, the world isn't a horrible place, and there's always someone you could talk to. You could talk to anyone. You could talk to me. You know what? Go ahead and post in the comment if you have issues. Go ahead and come talk to me, and I'll talk to you, and I'll help you out as much as I can, no matter what. You know, I don't have the best helping out abilities ever. I don't really know how to help people out, but you know what? I'll help you out. So every person watching this video has at least one person to talk to, and that person's me. So there's no reason to complain about that as well. Thank you for watching my video. God, I got that out of my system. These things just weight. So much weight. And a lot of these things that we have to talk about in rants. And I'm glad you guys are there to listen to me. And I'm glad you guys hear me out on these. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Go ahead and post a like in the comments. Go ahead and give me a rate on the a rating 1 to 10 on the camera angle we have here. And I'll see you guys later.